Sometimes the best time to visit coastal town is when everyone else has already left. Today I'm in Petrovac, a small seaside town of the Adriatic coast of Montenegro. Most people came here in the summer, when the beaches are full, the restaurants are busy, and the promenade is alive day and night. But winter shows a completely different side of this place. It's quieter, slower, and in many ways even more beautiful. So today, let's take a walk through the Petrovac in winter and see what this little coastal town looks like when the crowd disappears. Petrovac is located about 20 minutes from Budva, but the atmosphere here feels completely different. Instead of big nightlife and loud beach clubs, Petrovac has always been more relaxed, more local, more peaceful. And in the winter, that feeling becomes even stronger. Walking along the promenade, you mostly hear the waves of the Adriatic, seagulls, and maybe a few locals enjoying their morning coffee. It's one of these places where you immediately slow down without even trying. The heart of Petrovac is this long seaside promenade that stretches along the entire bay. In summer, it's full of tourists, restaurants, music, and people walking late into the night. But right now, it almost feels like you have a whole place to yourself. And honestly, this is when you really start to notice the details. The colors of the buildings, the sound of the sea hitting the small rocks, and the fresh salty air coming straight from the Adriatic. Sometimes traveling in the off-season lets you experience these places the way locals do. And Petrovac in winter definitely feels like that. Even though the Petrovac is small, it actually has a long history. The town was originally known as Castle Lastva, and it dates back many centuries. The most recognizable landmark here is a Venetian fortress called Castillo. Located right at the end of the beach. It was built by the Venetians in the 16th century to help defend the coast from pirates and invasions. Today it's one of the most photographed spots in the town. Standing here, looking out over the sea, it's easy to imagine how important this location once was. One of the most beautiful views in Petrovac is right here in the bay. Just off the coast, you can see two small islands that have become symbols of this town. The first island is called Cottage. Right next to it is Sveta Nedelja, which has a small church sitting on top. According to the local legend, sailors who survived the shipwrecks built the church as a sign of gratitude. Even today, fishermen and locals still respect that tradition. And from the beach, these two islands create one of the most recognizable views of the Montenegrin coast. Winter here has a completely different rhythm. There are fewer tourists, many restaurants are closed, and the town feels calmer. But that's exactly what makes it interesting. Instead of the crowds, you get peaceful walks. Instead of the noise, you hear the sea. And instead of rushing through the town, you actually have time to enjoy it. Some travelers only see the summer version of the coastal destinations, but the winter version feels more authentic. And Petrovec is a great example of that. Of course, Montenegro is also known for its food. Even in winter, you can still find small local restaurants serving fresh seafood, grilled fish, and traditional Montenegrin dishes. Things like break risotto, grilled sea bream, or simple Mediterranean salads made with olive oil and fresh vegetables. And the walk continues along the coast. You realize something. Petrovec doesn't try to impress with huge attractions or famous landmarks. Its charm is much simpler. Its calm sea, the warm light of the buildings, the quiet sound of the waves along the shore. And sometimes that's exactly what you need from a place. So if you ever find yourself visiting Montenegro in winter, Petrovac might just surprise you. Thanks for walking with me today, and I'll see you in the next journey.